Shubman, returning to the Lava, what was the feeling when you entered the field yesterday? And how? And another question related to it: how do you think the pitch is different from the last time around? It was played in January. This time it is being played in December. So the difference in pitches and your feeling after coming to the field. Yes.
Definitely very nostalgic when I came here. The whole team was coming and just walking to the stadium again after 2021 when felt very nostalgic. And the wicket I think we'll get to know once we play on it. It looks a good wicket to be honest.
Shubman, of course, this is your second with Australia test tour. I just wanted to know what are the challenges of playing in Australia? Why is it so difficult winning matches in Australia? What are the things that go into making Australia such difficult nation to play?
I think the intensity at which the games are played here, especially test matches, is one of the most difficult things. To be able to maintain that intensity throughout the course of 5 days is what makes Australia touring so difficult. And I think more than anything, it's the mental intensity and the mental fitness that is required here in Australia, especially here.
Conditions are our conditions.
The conditions, the conditions are definitely challenging, but I think there's a period in between. I think from 30-35 overs till the second new ball where it gets a bit easier to bat, but just that mental intensity. Are you there? Because obviously the pitches are fast, and the history of Australia, they've played with fast bowlers because the wickets have been hard, bounce fast. So you have to be right there on the mental fitness and be ready and play with the same intensity at which you came at the crease in the start.
Just on that, Shubman, you had starts on both the innings in Adelaide. And, how challenging is it to keep maintaining the intensity when there's no let up in the bowling or after the sleep? I mean, what do you do to ensure that you're fresh in the mind?
So I think the pink ball is slightly different from the red ball. It's a little bit harder to be able to gauge the seam and the hand of a bowler, especially when you're playing at night. And it's we are a bit more used to while playing with the red ball in the day. Uh, just the dynamics of a pink ball test. It's we don't play as much, and just playing at night, it's a little bit harder to gauge the seam position and the hand position at which the ball is released. So it's a bit more difficult to look as a batsman.
Shubman, over the course of the long series, does the challenge kind of start changing? Do you start understanding what the opposition is all about a little bit more? Because you have like 4-5 matches to just play against them continuously. How does the challenge sort of progress?
That's the beauty of playing a long series and playing a test series. There might be a scenario where a bowler might be getting you out 3 or 4 times in the series, and to be able to play the same bowler again in the next test match, uh, certain areas where you are a little vulnerable or where you can get out as a batsman. But I think that's the fun about playing a long series, playing a long test series.
So do you think now that 2 tests are over, do you see, now the teams getting into the space where they all know each other well and will
I think even before the start of the series, we have played against them enough. Their test side, I think, for the past 5-6 years haven't changed much apart from one or couple of changes here and there because of injury or some niggles. But we have played. They also know what are the areas that we are going to target at them, and we also know what are the areas that we are going to target at them. So I think even before coming here, there was. The both teams knew what would be the challenges coming here, and like I said, that's the fun part about being able to play a good long series, because there is more than the skill. There is a lot more mental tactics involved here.
Shubman, one of the bowlers we've got you out now, like Scott Bowl was one playing this test. I'm not sure if I'm saying that. Just wanted to know, you played against the World Test Championship final and here as well in Australia. How does he compare to the other three fast bowlers in Australia? How do you see him as an equal, or do you have the other three bowlers being a little bit better?
I mean, I think he's definitely a good bowler. Obviously, with the three fast bowlers playing, I think almost for about 8 or 10 years constantly for Australia in the red ball, they have a lot more experience than him just because they've been playing for that long, and I think that's when there is a key decision being made, you always look at this key aspect: who has more experience in certain conditions, and I think in the skill wise, he's right there, but just I think the experience that those three have got is a lot more.
Shubman used to fought Brisbane 4 years ago, but just as a batter, that was your first series played with a lot of freedom. But now that you've come full circle, how much more do you understand about your own batting in this format?
Definitely, I feel pretty confident, playing here for the first time. I think I still have freedom, as a batsman. When you are out there, one of the challenges is can you play the game how you want to play the game, irrespective of what's happening on the other end or what's happening on the scorecard. And I think I faltered in the first innings around because of that, because what happened on the other end, I kind of took that on me. And there was a period where I didn't get to face, maybe I faced one ball in like 4 overs. And then the next ball that I faced, I kind of missed a straight ball, a fuller ball. But these are the challenges that you face while playing a test match. You might not get the strike for 3 or 4 overs. You might get the strike less, or you might face like 18 balls on the trot.
Shubman, you guys heard from Rohit, the captain, sort of between the end of the test match and now in terms of debrief from what happened in Adelaide and sort of what he wants from you guys here?
Uh, Definitely, I think as a team, as a batting group, we are looking to post a big total first up. This has been one of the key discussions, and uh, depending on every batsman, I think is gonna have its own game plan, and they're gonna as a team, as a batting group, especially collectively, we're not gonna try to get a big first inning score. That's what the discussion was about.
Shubman would normally get the captain to speak the day before a test match in Australia. How come you're speaking and where's Roy? How is he?
Yeah, this was an optional practice session, and I think he practiced enough.
Yeah. Shubman, yesterday we saw the Mukesh become a world champion in the field of chess, youngest ever to do that. Your message for him on behalf of the entire team India.
Just wanna wish him congratulations from the entire the Indian cricket team to become a world champion, to become the youngest world champion is a great feat in itself.
We'll take questions in Hindi. Yeah, Vimal.
शुभन आपको पंत को और जायसवाल को न्यू पीढ़ी के बल्लेबाज के तौर पर देखा जा रहा है। आप लोगों को ऑस्ट्रेलिया में अपने अपने दौरे में कामयाबी मिली, कितना बड़ा चैलेंज है, हुआ नहीं रहता है, पुरानी जनरेशन के प्लेयर्स जब आते थे टैलेंट हुआ तो बड़ा हुआ था, और इस सीरीज में खासकर इस सीरीज में आपको लोगों को लगता है इस यंग जनरेशन में ज्यादा दबाव है?
सर हुआ, आई थिंक पिछली 4 जो सीरीज हम खेले हम जीते हैं,